Hi, welcome. My name is Lily, and thank you for checking into my YouTube videos. And this one that I'm going to be talking about today is about our elderly folks, our parents, our aunties, uncles, grandparents. I would like to share with you today about my journey of moving over to Australia and moving back here. So, okay, we left here 2012 because we wanted to go earlier to move over to Australia. I think it was mainly in the late 90s. Um, but we decided to stay on because my parents were still here and a lot of my siblings were living over in Australia. So I thought, no, I'd like to be here with my parents and stay on with them and just being around them and just being there for them. And so that decision was a great one because we moved to Australia, lived there, and everything was parents were okay. But I did spend 1 year. I came back in 2015, and then I stayed for a year, seeing that my parents needed me because we moved over in 2012. So I thought, no, this will be great time to spend quality time again with my parents. And then after that year was up, 2016, 1 year later, I decided to go back Australia and early 2020, and that was lockdown. Everything started to, have everyone, COVID came and no one was quite sure the effects that it would have. So it was to close, most people closed their borders. And so I thought, oh, well, this is not good because my mum in 2020, July, passed away. So we did hear that she was given a month. Mum was quite sick anyway, but much there. And so it didn't give us much time also because if you were to come into New Zealand, you'd have to be on isolation for 2 weeks. That was no good because we were thinking Mum could actually go any time. And if we were in isolation, it would be really cruel for all of us to be separated. So most of us decided to stay. I think two of my siblings were able to make it from Australia with join up with the other two that were three that were here. And that was that was how it was. So I said to myself, if the borders were to open up again, I would definitely be coming here to live, to be with my dad. So that's what happened, and I'm here now. But I just wanted to emphasize how important it is to be with your elderlies. They were there for us growing up and giving the best what they had, and I'm sure our parents were happy with what they had, the best they could do, the best they could, bringing us up. So I just thought, no, this is my time. I love being with my dad. I just come into the rest home and I'm there with him, and it's just so wonderful to see that my dad is okay and I can see him and I'm there because I know if I was in Australia I'd be forever thinking about my dad. I'd be thinking about him and his well-being and where it is that you feel you need to be. I think we all have these feelings of making the choice and not to regret the choice that you've made. And I know that I would never regret this choice of being here with my parents, coming here to be with my mum and with my dad, and also visiting mum's resting place as well. But just being here while my dad is still, um, and just doing the same things. You just get a job, you work. I mean, you work online and make YouTube videos and share it with people. And so this video is all about caring for your elderly people and do what you need for them because I've worked in the aged care industry now for 8 years, and I find that our elderly folks, a lot of them are quite lonely, and I see them in the rest home where my dad resides, and I just feel that we as the families need to spend a bit more time with them, quality time. Just go and visit them, and just what, sometimes you just don't need to say anything. You just go and sit there for a couple of hours, or yeah, just them to see you. It doesn't even have to be a couple hours, could be an hour, but just to pop in and see your parents. They appreciate the company. You don't even have to talk to them. You could just be sitting there, and you could have it take your a laptop and work there, or you could take your phone and work on it. There's amazing things. So you can watch telly together so these are the things that I do with my dad, just like when he used to be at his home with mum. And that's how I feel that we can leave this world feeling, oh, I've done the best I can with while my dad was alive. I've done the best I can while my children were alive. So with your children, they're young, they're just starting off in their lives as well. But when it comes to our parents, I think it's very, very important that we spend a bit more quality time with them. So that's all I wanted to share on this video. If you have even a friend's mother or grandmother or father or grandfather or any elderly parents that you might know, go along and visit them. You know what? They're appreciated. And with the elderly woman, I think you could just go and do their nails. Oh, they love their hands so you could go and just paint their nails or file them and just I think that it's so precious because you don't know how much these elderly people will appreciate that. And so if you have the time, any time in your busy schedule for the week, pencil in and go and visit a person or someone that is elderly in your family that you care about. They would really, really appreciate your visit. Like I said, you don't have to take something. If you're taking any, find out what they do like and maybe take something in for them, like, that they like to eat or drink even. It's chocolates. I don't know, but you find out what they like. As my dad, I know what he loves. He just loves bananas, ripe bananas, and mandarins because it's easy for him to peel and they're nice and they're juicy. The taste is delicious. But find out what it is that they like and go and visit them. This is how important I think it is to visit our elderly people. Don't forget, they once lived a life just like us. They were just like us when, they were young and had a lot of things to do. They were busy in their life. But we never think about the age, the elderly people, or we never think about them until we get a bit more mature and realize, wow, our parents are vulnerable at that time. They're really, they're very, they become very dependent on us. So I think if you really care about your elderly people, go and visit them wherever they are. Take some time out. It doesn't take a lot out of you. It's just going in there and sitting with them and having a little chat if they want to chat. If they don't, just sit there and enjoy the moment of being with them, even if it's just being quiet and they know that you're there. So thank you guys again for joining me on my videos. This one I really wanted to share about it because I see them and when I visit them and I see how they could just do with a visit. So thank you. Thank you again. This is Lily, and please subscribe to my page and also click onto my links below the video and join me again. So it's wonderful to see you guys again. I'm just